Good morning students. Once again, I welcome you all on online classes of Jamna Christian Junior High School. So students, today we will start chapter 3 and the chapter name is the Indus Valley Civilization. First, I will tell you about the origin. The discovery of the ancient ruins of Harappa by Dayaram Sahani in 1921 and in Mohenjo-daro by Rakhaldas Banerjee in 1922. 23rd, both officers of the Archaeological Survey of India exploited an age-old mythia. It was earlier believed that the history of India began with the company of the Aryans. The excavation of the ruins of the highly planned cities of Harappa and Mohenjo-daro pushed back the history of India by almost 2000 years. It proved beyond a doubt that a highly advanced urban civilization flourished in India about 4500 years ago. The civilization belongs to the Bronze Age and no traces of iron have been found. It is estimated that the Indus Valley civilization flourished between 2500 BCE and 1500 BCE. The discovery of Indus Valley seals and poetry among the ruins of ancient Sumerian cities shows that India had trade links with Mesopotamia, which was contemporary civilization of Indus Valley civilization. Now I will tell you about the location. Mohenjo-daro means the meaning of Mohenjo-daro is Mound of the Dead. It is located on the bank of the river Indus in the Larkana district of Sindh. It is now in Pakistan. Harappa is situated on the bank rivers Ravi in the Motumrari district of western Punjab. It is now in Pakistan. For many years after the discovery of these sites, it was believed that the civilization was confined in the valley of the Indus and its tributaries. However, later excavation of similar sites proved that this civilization extended far beyond the Indus Valley to many parts of northern and western India. Around 2,800 sites have been discovered so far, making the Indus Valley civilization the largest civilization of the ancient world. Since the principal sites, cities of the civilization were first discovered around the river Indus and its tributaries. It is referred to as the Indus Valley Civilization. It is also called the Harappan Civilization because Harappa was the first site to be unearthed and the features of the other sites resemble those of Harappa. Some major sites and valleys of civilizations are Lothal, Surkoda in Gujarat, Ropar in Punjab, Kalibangan in Rajasthan, Alamgirpur in Uttar Pradesh, and Banbali, Haryana. The two newest sites are Rakhigiri in Haryana and Dholvira in Gujarat. Now I will tell you the main characteristics of the Indus Valley civilization. The excavation carried out at various sites proved that 4,500 years ago, highly civilized people lived in this region and gave to the world its earliest sites It is first town planning, its first example of sanitary engineering and a drainage system. Town planning. The Indus Valley sites were very well planned and followed a grid system. The main streets ran parallel to each other and cut at right angles by smaller streets, dividing the cities into rectangular blocks or grids. The main roads were straight and very wide, about 30 feet, and curved at the corner to allow cars to pass easily. The streets were often paved with baked bricks. Now, the architecture. The Indus Valley people were skillful builders. The buildings were of two types, dwelling houses and public buildings. Now, what is dwelling houses? Large block of houses were built along the sides of the streets. The houses, many of them double-storied, had flat roof. They were different size. Some were like palaces, while other had only two small rooms. They were made of baked bricks of very good quality. They have lasted for 4,500 years. An average house had a courtyard surrounded by rooms, a bathroom, a kitchen, and a well. All houses have bathroom, kitchen, and well. A narrow stairs led to the rooms upstairs. Now, what is public building? The granary at Harappa was a large building. Historians believe that it was used to store surplus food grains. All the food grains are kept in granary. There were two rows of granaries. Each row had 6 granaries. A similar granary had been found in Mohenjo-daro. All the granaries were built closer to the river banks so that grain could be easily transported with the help of the boats. Near the great granary in Harappa, circular brick platforms have been found, which were probably used for threshing grain. There were many furnaces where metalwork produced a variety of objects. Another important building was a great bath at Mohenjo-daro. This building resembled a large swimming pool. It has 6 entrances. The last swimming pool name was Great Bath. Entrance are central bathing pool galleries and dressing room. It has 6 entrances, a central bathing pool, gallery and dressing rooms. 2 flights of steps led to the bottom of the pool. The floor and walls of the pool were made of burnt bricks and made water-light with a linen of bitumen. Water from an adjacent well was used to fill the pool with fresh water, and used water was drained out through an outlet in one corner. The great bath was probably used during religious ceremonies. The Assembly Hall was another striking building found in Mohenjo-daro. It was pillared hall with thick wall and 20 pillars made of burnt or baked bricks. This may have been an assembly hall, a prayer hall, or a palace. Drainage system. Now I will tell you about the drainage system. The cities of Indus Valley civilization had an excellent well-planned drainage system. The kitchens and bathrooms had drains connected to the street drains. The street drain ran along the sides of the streets and were usually covered. They had manholes at regular intervals. The drainage system proves that the Indus Valley people paid great attention to sanitation and cleanliness. Now, society and social structure. The Harappan society probably consisted of several groups: rulers, merchants, traders, artisans, farmers, and manual laborers. Food: wheat was the staple food. Farmers also grew barley, mustard, fruits, and vegetables. Milk, meat, fish, eggs formed a part of their diet. Dress and ornaments. I will tell you about the dress and ornaments. People wore cotton and woolen garments in Indus Valley civilization. Two pieces dresses were worn by both men and women. The men wore a garment similar to the dhoti, while the women wore skirts. The upper garment was a shawl worn around the shoulder. Both men and women wore ornaments. They wore necklaces, amulets, finger rings. The woman also wore a headdress, earrings, bangles, gridless bracelet, and anklets. The rich wore ornaments made of gold, silver, and ivory. The poor wore shell, bone, and copper jewelry. The rich merchants wore gold, silver, and ivory ornaments, and the poor people wore uh, shell, bone, and copper ornaments, jewelries. The men kept beads. Their hair was combed backwards and was either cut short or coiled in a knot on top of the head. The women probably tied their hair tightly and used hairpins and combs to keep their hair in place. They also used cosmetics. Recreation and amusements. The Indus Valley people prefer indoor games. They play in free time, they dance, they sing, and play board games and dice. They also played a game similar to modern chess. The children played various toys like wheel cart, dolls, animals, movable head, sliding monkey, rattles, and vessels. The toys were generally made of baked clay or terracotta. On that time, occupation. Agriculture is the main occupation of the Indus Valley civilization. And the main occupation was farming. Farmers grew wheat, barley, fruits, and vegetables. They were the first people in the world to cultivate cotton. The land was fertile, and the farmers grew enough surplus food to feed the peoples in towns and cities. Domestic of animals. Animals like goats, sheep, buffaloes, elephants, and humped bull were domesticated. Dogs and cats were kept as pet animals. Art and craft. The Indus Valley people were excellent potters and skilled craft people. They made pottery of various shape and size on the potter's wheel. These pots were generally glazed and painted. They made terracotta female figurines, which were probably symbolic of the mother goddess. They also knew the art of using metals. Now, trade. The Indus Valley people carried on flourishing trade both within and outside India. They traded with countries like Mesopotamia, Persia, and Afghanistan. The discovery of Harappans seals in Mesopotamia and Mesopotamian seals in Indus Valley prove that the two civilizations had trade relations. A variety of weights and measures were used and trade was probably carried out by barter system. Trade was carried on both by land and sea routes. Bullock carts, boats, and ships were probably used for transport. A dockyard has been discovered at Lothal. Seals. More than 2,000 seals have been unearthed from various sites. They are generally small, flat, rectangular, or square in shape and are made of clay, soapstone, and copper. They are skillfully carved with figures of humans and animals such as the unicorn, the humped bull, the goat, the tiger, and the elephant. These seals were probably used by merchants and traders to stamp goods. Seals are a valuable source of information about the life and culture of the people, and they tell us a great deal about their religious beliefs, artistic skills, trade contacts, dress, and ornaments. The script engraved on the Indus Valley seals continues to puzzle scholars and historians even today. Many important facts about Harappan life and culture will come to light if and when the script is dispersed. It has pictures like signs that probably represent words, objects, and ideas. Religion. Now I will tell you about the religion. Some of the objects found in the ruins help us to form an ideas of the religion of the Harappans. No temples have been found. Numerous smoke-stained clay figures of animal female diet have been found. This was probably the mother goddess. A three-faced figure seated in a yogic posture and surrounded by various animals is engraved on some seals. This figure is often referred to as Pashupati. The people tree was probably regarded as scared and worshipped. The discovery of a large number of amulets suggested that people probably wore them as lucky charms to ward off evil spirits. Like the Egyptian, the Harappans also believed in life and death. They buried their dead together with items of food, utensils, ornaments, etc. Sometimes they cremated the dead and kept the ashes or bones in an urn along items of daily use. Now, decline and destruction of Indus Valley civilization. The Indus Valley civilization, which flourished far about 1000 years, came to an abrupt end. Scholars have put forward various theories to explain its collapse. First is natural calamities like earthquake, floods, or epidemic may have destroyed the cities. Second, invention by foreign tribes like the Aryans may have led to its destruction. A change in course of the river Indus may have made the land fertile. The Indus Valley civilization in India, earliest known urban civilization. The Harappan cities may be in ruins, but the reconstructions rediscovered of our ancient culture from these ruins instill in us a feeling of great pride into our ancient and glorious past. Now I will tell you about the values and skills The town planning and the drainage system of the Indus Valley civilization show a high regard for hygiene and cleanliness. Indus Valley shows that the regard for hygiene and cleanliness. Now students, on page number 31, write down important words in your copy and match the column on page number 33. So this chapters end here. Thank you. Have a nice day. Stay safe at home.